Firefighters are making encouraging progress across Arizona, with the Ord Fire already out, containment increasing both on the Pocket and Sycamore Fires, and the Steamboat Fire now fully contained. A major break in a Cottonwood kidnapping and sexual assault investigation as a grand jury hands down multiple felony indictments and Arizona begins extradition proceedings. And firefighters have a timely 4th of July message with a little humor mixed in, proving they don't trust each other either when it comes to fireworks. Good morning, Central Arizona, and thank you for joining us for this Friday, July 3rd edition of Tonto-TV News. For Tonto-TV.com and KRIMFM.com, I'm Randy Roberson. As families prepare to celebrate Independence Day, firefighters across Arizona continue making encouraging progress on several of the state's largest wildfires. We begin this morning with a quick roundup from around the state. Firefighters wasted no time yesterday stopping what has now been named the Ord Fire along State Route 87 near Deer Creek. The roadside fire briefly affected northbound traffic before crews quickly contained it at just 1/4 acre. Mop-up operations continued through the afternoon, and the fire has now been declared out. Officials have not yet given an official cause, although the fire started immediately adjacent to the Highway 87 roadway. Meanwhile, the Pocket Fire burning north of Sedona has now grown to just over 21,000 acres, but firefighters continue gaining ground. Containment increased to 25% Thursday as crews strengthened fire lines across the northwest side of that incident. Most evacuation notices have now been reduced to ready status, although Oak Creek Canyon remains under set status. State Route 89A also remains closed to through traffic, while more than 1,100 firefighters continue working in the rugged Red Rock Secret Mountain wilderness area. And there's also more good news from the Sycamore Fire north of Globe. That fire remains just under 12,000 acres, while containment has now climbed to 91%. Fire activity has been limited to isolated interior smoldering, and crews have shifted most of their focus toward patrols, extinguishing remaining hotspots, and repairing areas affected by firefighting operations. Officials say they do not expect any additional growth of that fire perimeter. And finally, the Steamboat Fire northeast of Kearney has now reached 100% containment. That wildfire burned 1,576 acres before firefighters completed containment yesterday. Evacuation orders had already been lifted earlier this week, and crews are now focused on repairing roads, trails, and fire lines before the incident is officially wrapped up. Overall, it was another encouraging day for firefighters across Arizona as containment continues improving on nearly every major wildfire burning in the state. Well, coming up after the break, a major development in the Cottonwood kidnapping and sexual assault investigation as a grand jury hands down a lengthy list of felony indictments. And health officials are issuing an urgent reminder ahead of the 4th of July weekend after West Nile virus gets off to its earliest and worst start in more than 20 years. We'll have both those stories and more for you right after this. Ponderosa Plumbing is Central Arizona's go-to plumbing team. For decades, homeowners, builders, and businesses have trusted Ponderosa Plumbing AZ for new construction, remodels, repairs, sewer and drain service, high-definition camera inspections, water heater installation, water treatment systems, and expert slab leak repair. When experience matters, when quality matters, when getting it done right the first time matters, Ponderosa Plumbing delivers. Locally owned, highly trusted, serving all of Central Arizona with honesty, craftsmanship, and unmatched know-how. Located at 107 West Wade Lane, Suite number 5 in Payson, call Ponderosa Plumbing AZ today at 928-476-4727. Ponderosa Plumbing AZ. Experience you can trust, quality you can count on.
I'm Garrett Goldman, and this year my wife and I decided to remodel our home. The home was built as a period-specific home modeled after an 1800s farmhouse and had single-pane windows which were very inefficient. When we started the planning process, we interviewed several window companies to retrofit the existing windows in our house, and we chose Lowry's Window and Door as our contractor. The reason we picked Lowry's is their customer service. The owner of the company, Bobby Lowry, came out to our house multiple times to identify a window that would fit within the existing windows, and then also a method that would allow us to keep all of the existing woodwork in the house and not have to redo any of it. Looking at all of the options for windows, we chose Pella double pane windows for our house because of their look and also their ability to be retrofitted into the existing window frames. Since completion of the project, we absolutely love our new dual pane Pella windows. I would recommend Lowry's for anybody looking to retrofit your existing windows or a new build because of their experience, craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service.
Welcome back. In other news, a major development today in the Cottonwood kidnapping and sexual assault investigation that has drawn widespread attention across northern Arizona. The Cottonwood Police Department says a Yavapai County grand jury has indicted 39-year-old Joshua Severance on multiple felony and misdemeanor charges stemming from the May 20th attack near the intersection of West State Route 89A and 12th Street. The indictment includes 3 counts of sexual assault, 2 counts of kidnapping involving a dangerous weapon, 2 counts of attempted sexual assault, along with charges of sexual extortion involving a dangerous weapon, aggravated assault involving a dangerous weapon, sexual abuse, misconduct involving weapons, criminal damage, and preventing the use of a telephone. Police say Severance is currently being held in the state of Vermont on unrelated charges, while Arizona authorities begin formal extradition proceedings to return him to Yavapai County to face these charges. Investigators also thanked the Cottonwood community for the many tips and leads provided through their investigation, saying public cooperation played an important role in moving that case forward. Officials are continuing to ask everyone to respect the privacy of the victim and her family as that case moves through the court system. Anyone with additional information is encouraged to contact the Cottonwood Police Department. And in other news, health officials are urging everyone to take extra precautions against mosquitoes this holiday weekend after West Nile virus got off to its earliest and worst start in more than 2 decades. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says 48 human cases have already been confirmed nationwide this year, including 38 severe infections. By comparison, the average through the end of June is only about 10 cases. Arizona has reported the majority of those infections, with 32 confirmed cases statewide. 29 of those have occurred in Maricopa County, where 4 people have died from the virus this year. Health officials are encouraging everyone to use insect repellent containing DEET, eliminate standing water around their homes, repair damaged window screens, and wear long sleeves and pants whenever possible, especially around dawn and dusk when mosquitoes are most active. While many people infected with the West Nile virus experience only mild symptoms, or none at all, older adults and people with weakened immune systems remain at the greatest risk for severe neurological illness. As families head outdoors for the 4th of July celebrations this weekend, health officials say a few simple precautions can significantly reduce the risk of mosquito bites. Well, when we come back, the 4th of July weekend is looking pretty nice across central Arizona. We'll have your complete holiday forecast and more coming up next. Legislative District 7 deserves a representative who understands rural Arizona. Barbie Engel has spent years listening to the people who call it home.
And I've been an advocate on the legislative level for the last 17 years, just as a volunteer civilian, unpaid, saw things that needed to get fixed for myself and for other patients, and I jumped in and figured out how to get that done.
Barbie Engel has worked with lawmakers, helped shape legislation, and believes government should be accountable to the people it serves.
I want to start from a zero line and really look at each of the items that we're putting into the budget and determine if it is appropriate, if it's fraud, waste, and abuse, what's going on, and actually look at every single portion of the budget.
And she's been traveling across all 4 counties of Legislative District 7, listening to the concerns of local residents.
I've been talking to boards of supervisors, town councils, city councils, law enforcement, school boards, and also the people, because I want to be the voice of the people. My things that I'm most excited to accomplish is being able to bring the people's voice forward.
Barbie Engel for Arizona House, Legislative District 7. Learn more at barbieengel.com. Paid for by Barbie Engel for Arizona.
Working hard under Arizona sky, small town roots and family pride. Fix the roads and keep taxes light, bring new business back to life. If you want growth done right, I'm your guy. Honest working, hometown pride, I'm your guy. For the people every time, Bobby Lowry on your side. Bobby Lowry for town council, strong leadership, real results. The people's patience starts now.
Taking a look now at central Arizona weather, it looks like another beautiful early July day across central Arizona. This afternoon, highs will generally range from the upper 80s across the higher elevations to the lower 100s across the desert communities. Tonight, overnight lows fall into the 60s up in Payson, the upper 50s up in Heber on top of the rim, and down in Tonto Basin, a mild 75 degrees for the overnight low. Looking ahead into the holiday weekend, Saturday and Sunday remain very close to seasonal averages, with afternoon southwest breezes around 10 to 20 miles per hour. Now, a little more moisture begins moving into eastern Arizona this weekend. While most communities will remain dry, isolated high bay showers or thunderstorms could develop over the Rim Country and White Mountains beginning Sunday. Rainfall appears unlikely, but any storms that do develop could produce gusty winds, lightning, and the potential for new wildfire starts. By early next week, temperatures begin climbing again as high pressure strengthens over the desert southwest. Highs will run 5 to 10 degrees above average by the middle of next week, especially across the lower deserts. So, while the weather looks excellent for Independence Day celebrations, elevated fire danger remains with dry fuels and occasional afternoon breezes. Continue following all fire restrictions and use extra caution if you're spending time outdoors this holiday weekend. And finally, here's proof that firefighters don't trust each other with fireworks either. Fire officials are reminding everyone that personal fireworks remain prohibited under Arizona's Stage 2 fire restrictions. With critically dry vegetation and elevated wildfire danger across much of Arizona, it only takes a single spark to ignite a devastating wildfire. Their message this 4th of July is simple.
Jump.
No fireworks this season. Leave it to the pros. Have a safe and happy 4th.
So skip the backyard fireworks and enjoy one of the many professional displays being held around the state instead. Your fingers, your pets, your neighbors, and your local firefighters will all thank you. Have a safe and happy Independence Day. And that's our report for today. Thanks for making Tonto-TV.com and KRIMFM.com part of your day. We're committed to bringing you clear, reliable coverage of the stories shaping Central Arizona. If you're watching or listening on social media, tell us where you're watching from in the comments. And if you appreciate truly local news, please like, share, and follow our pages. For Tonto-TV.com and KRIMFM.com, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great day and have a safe and happy 4th of July.